Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozorowski. The NFL season has arrived and the Packers made a big statement at Lambeau Field this afternoon.
News 8 Now's Kate Overton joins us with the latest on the Packers win over the Lions.
Yeah, guys, this statement was certainly made. A huge week one game up against a tough divisional opponent, and the green and gold did not disappoint. It all started on the first drive of the game where Jordan Love was surgical, driving the team down the field, capping it off with a touchdown pass to Tucker Kraft. The defense did their part, holding the Lions to just 6 points before a late garbage time touchdown. I'll have full highlights and reaction coming up later in the show.
Sounds like a plan, Cade. The Powerball jackpot, meanwhile, has finally been claimed by 2 individuals. The winning tickets from last night's drawing come out of Texas and Missouri. This convenience store is where the winning Texas ticket was sold. Last night's wins ended a streak of 42 consecutive drawings without a jackpot winner. The winning numbers were 11, 23, 44, 61, 62 with a red Powerball of 17 and a power play multiplier of 2. At the time of the drawing, the jackpot climbed to nearly $1.8 billion, the second largest in history.
A 15-year-old is canonized. Carlos Acutis is declared the Catholic Church's first millennial saint. He was supposed to be canonized by Pope Francis, but that had to be postponed due to his passing. Acutis was well known for his work with technology and the internet.
Carlo Acutis was very concerned about how his friends and others were using technology, especially gaming and computer use. And he said, this stuff is too crazy. We need to limit it, but we also need to use it in the best way that we can. In his case, for advancing the gospel, building the kingdom of God.
Acutis earned the name God's Influencer because of his use of tech to spread faith. He died just 9 days after being diagnosed with leukemia.
2 dogs are reunited with their owners thanks in part to a La Crosse drone service.
News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hine joins us from the newsroom with this story.
Dogs Nala and Tanner were found in Holman Friday after their owners worked with a rescue service with some high-tech search equipment. Last weekend, the 2 dogs ended up far away from home. Their owners and many others searched for days, but couldn't locate the pups. That's when Dan and Matt, local rescuers, stepped in. Matt was able to locate the dogs using a drone.
Yeah, you just fly in a pattern, try not to miss any areas. Besides that, it's just flying the drone, put time in, and don't stop until you find them.
Matt says the technology gave him a clear view when seconds counted. Animal shelters say this isn't a one-time story, and drone usage is becoming an effective way for pet rescue.
It's a real high stress level for that animal, where a drone is much less invasive and will help locate that animal quicker without scaring them.
Professionals say drones cover more ground quickly, improving the chance of finding lost pets.
Bringing in all the reinforcements is a real benefit. You know, we want to reunite those animals with their families as fast as possible.
If your pet goes missing, contact a local animal shelter right away. Acting quickly and spreading the word can make all the difference in bringing them home safe. Reporting in the newsroom, Brooklyn Hine, News 8 Now.
An expanded menu now for monthly SOS breakfasts at the American Legion Post 52 in La Crosse. Organizers are now adding omelets in addition to their normal biscuits and gravy meal. The omelet at $14 a person helps raise money for the Legion Honor Squad, which provides military funeral ceremonies for those who have served our country. One squad member says he loves the sense of community each breakfast brings.
These guys are like family to me. I've been down here since I was 6 years old, so I've been around a while.
Breakfasts are the first Sunday of every month from September to May. Johnson says about 100 people come in for them. And after 45 years, Piggies is closing its doors in downtown La Crosse. According to a Facebook post from management, Piggies indicated while their current chapter is ending, new opportunities may be on the horizon. They did not go into specifics after that, though. What we do know is the last day of service will be scheduled for September 20th.
Yeah, we definitely had a cold, chilly type of weekend, but the good news is we're not going to see any of that anymore. We got 70s, maybe even 80s coming ahead. Some more seasonal conditions, kind of a return to late summer. That's the positive news, but starting off still kind of chilly for some areas, mid 40s, getting back up to 67 because that wind's going to start turning around to the south. So that'll be the bigger story also for Monday, ushering in some of that warmer conditions. 70 by noon, and that south wind begins to pick up, so it will be breezy, but once again, 40s here. Some areas could get once again into the mid 30s. We've had a few areas this past week can get into the low 30s too, but all in all, maybe a degree or two warmer, but still definitely going to have to bundle up. The bigger stuff going forward is we do have an opportunity for some rain, but we'll break that down. But the bigger story is we'll see how long the stretch of more end of summer type weather continues.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
Well, the final round of the Elvis Explosion kicked off this afternoon. The three-day competition at the La Crosse Center brought in fans and Elvis tribute artists from all over the world, all honoring the king of rock and roll. This year's first place winner is Tim Hendry, with Jesse Aaron taking second place.
Just the fans of La Crosse have been great. They support the event and in the Coulee region, and we're very thankful. And we'll be back always the weekend after Labor Day for next year.
This year's competition saw over 40 competitors, including 8 world champions.
The Vault restaurant in Rockland hosted its annual car show today. The Vault is celebrating 15 years with a bit of a twist. In the past, they ended with a car show, but they kicked off the party with it this year. This year's car show displayed 46 cars, including a variety of classic ones. The car owners get more than just a chance to show off their sweet rides.
We do a trophy for the crowd favorite and a 50-50 raffle, so the winner of the 50-50 gets part of the money and then the favorite car gets the other portion. And then we do a basket of random car goodies and then just miscellaneous other prizes from here.
This bash also included a darts tournament, volleyball, live music, and an inaugural golf outing.
Tomorrow, La Crosse area firefighters are taking to the streets for their annual Fill the Boot fundraiser. The money collected goes to support Muscular Dystrophy Association, funding research, care programs, and children's summer camps. The Fill the Boot campaign is a long-standing national campaign, raising millions since 1954.
It's a nationwide thing that fire departments do, partnership with Fill the Boot. So it's been over 70 years that fire departments have been partnering with Fill the Boot.
And if you would like to make a donation, you can find the firefighters tomorrow afternoon at the intersection of 4th Street and La Crosse Street from 2:30 until 5:30. If you're not able to donate cash, the boots will have QR codes with other ways to donate.
President Trump traveled to New York today to attend the U.S. Open. Now, before his departure, he defended his recent vows to send in the National Guard to cities like Chicago. State and city leaders condemned the president's threats to send in the Guard and argued stats show crime in the Windy City is down.
None of this is about fighting crime or making Chicago safer. None of it. For Trump, it's about testing his power and producing a political drama to cover up for his corruption.
The Trump administration is pushing forward with a plan to turn a naval base north of Chicago into a staging area for potential immigration operations. The Department of Homeland Security requested roughly 250 federal agents and 140 vehicles at the base. President Trump has signaled that his administration is ready to move to the second phase of sanctions against Russia. Last week, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky stressed the importance of ratcheting up pressure on Moscow and all countries who trade with Russia. The president is growing increasingly frustrated with the lack of progress on peace. He is contemplating how involved he should be personally in brokering a meeting between the Kremlin and Ukrainian leaders.
Still to come, a sport handed down through the generations, why it's so important to some families.
It's been a long 3 months, and shortly the little darlings will be headed back to school. If you need order restored at your home, let the team at Maxwell White undo the chaos.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Dreaming of a career but worried about time and cost? At CVTC, we make it easy. With low tuition costs and a wide variety of programs to choose from, we'll get you job ready in just 1 to 2 years. You'll graduate with minimal debt and find a career you love with competitive starting salaries. Dive into your future today with affordable, fast, and rewarding programs at CVTC. Visit cvtc.edu to learn more.
It's been a long 3 months, and shortly the little darlings will be headed back to school. If you need order restored at your home, let the team at Maxwell White undo the chaos.
A tradition handed down through the generations.
News 8 Now's photographer Brianna Gasper has this week's eyepiece.
It's a family affair, my brother, my dad, and my family, my husband, and my 3 children. It's just kind of something that you're born into, and it's a legacy that you carry on throughout the years. The families and people that come together for generations, you know, like my dad growing up with a lot of people that still pull, and their dads all pulled together, and now they get to see their kids pull together.
It's neat to see the family names, the Andersons, the Krugers, the Sauchicks that have been, their grandpas and great-grandpas have been pulling for 100 years, and they're still living a legacy today. So it's neat to see each different family keeping it going. This is a dying sport. All of these old-timers that have been doing it they're not around anymore, so these young guys have to step up and keep the sport alive.
We compete against each other. We definitely have a little bit of family rivalry going on, but it's fun to compete and push each other to do our best. I'm at least a 3rd-generation horse puller, and yeah, it's a family-oriented deal. Many of them are, and it definitely feels very nice. Started many years ago when one farmer would tell the other one that their horses were stronger than that, and they see who could pull the most weight. So that's how it started, and we're still doing it today.
The sport is slowly shrinking as older generations retire, but the hope is that younger generations will pick up the reins and keep it going.
Well, still to come tonight, a rare celestial event that can be seen across the world. Why you might want to step outside after the show.
You're definitely going to feel much milder this week. We got 70s, even 80s are coming back. We'll kind of time out that and show you when we might actually see a little bit of rain. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Experience the thrill of gaming at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin. Whether you're a slots enthusiast or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Enjoy delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more memories and adventure to your visit at any one of our 6 locations. And coming soon to Beloit. More of our amazing gaming options, amenities, and outstanding service you can count on. Find your fun today at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin.
The search for savings stops here at Black River Furniture Outlet, Wisconsin's best price furniture store. Stop in and check out our Poly outdoor furniture, relax in swivel gliders, loves, and dining sets, available to customize. Inside, shop a huge lineup of Ashley, Catnapper, and Best Home Upholstery. Reclining or stationary sofas, loves, or sectionals available. Set the table or make the bed with sets from Ashley Furniture, and find the perfect rug to tie your home together. Family and veteran-owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Jolivet Family Farms. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Get fresh and locally grown carrots, cucumbers, peppers, radishes, cabbage, cauliflower, potatoes, zucchini, dill, onions, tomatoes, blueberries, and our triple sweet corn. Find unique lawn, garden, and home decor, as well as fresh cut flowers and arrangements. Take home some cookies, breads, bars, and pies from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
There's a significant discrepancy between the population of Wisconsin and where physicians practice.
And that's a problem the UW-Madison is working hard to fix, specifically with the Wisconsin Academy for Rural Medicine. Rural communities have unique challenges.
And we've tailored our training to produce knowledgeable, passionate physicians to practice in those rural areas.
One doctor in a community that hasn't had one can make a huge impact.
One Wisconsin.
On Wisconsin.
I know that 1 in 10 veterans struggle daily with mental health issues. Suicide is a real risk. If you or someone you love is struggling today, you are not alone. Support is one easy call at 988 or click to reach out, WIS.org, to find local resources available to you and your loved ones. Help is available and can make all the difference. The hardest part is getting started. Reach out today.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Well, horror fans are screaming with joy and terror. The last installment of The Conjuring hit theaters this weekend. The Conjuring Last Rites made an impressive $83 million in its opening weekend. It is the top-grossing horror franchise of all time, with the latest movie becoming the largest debut of any film in the Conjuring franchise.
A total lunar eclipse will be visible around the world tonight. The blood moon phenomenon happens when the Earth, moon, and sun align, making the moon appear red. The red color comes from the sun's rays that are filtered by the Earth's atmosphere, giving the moon that reddish glow.
Well, according to Greg, we might not see the red blood moon eclipse tonight on our part of the world, but we do get a full corn moon tonight, and we have clear skies for it. It's actually quite beautiful. Everyone should get out and see it.
Yeah, on the other part of the world, they're going to see more of the eclipse. We don't quite see it here, but we do have the full moon. It's the one full moon we see in September. It is the corn moon. We have a couple moons coming up too, labeled, of course, for the corn. Corn is maturing this time of year too. So it is clear skies out there. Once again, we're going to see some temperatures drop down. But we got 70s and 80s, and once again, give you an idea, 80s are still possible all the way through September. September 30th, this is on average the last date, not the total last date. You see 70s still in October too, so we still got a lot of 80s to go, even 90s possible, but definitely we're going to see 80s too. So once again, that summer warmth or end of summer warmth is going to be coming back. And really, it's because this low that was spinning overhead is pushed off to the northeast. The jet stream is starting to lift well to the north, and that activity out to the west is being pulled our way. So all in all, it's going to be making better for a milder atmosphere out there and warmer conditions too. We do have some rain chances with that activity out to the west, but not impressive. The bigger story this week is going to be the 70s and eventually even 80s too that'll be coming our way. So that's the news if you want those temperatures. Starting tomorrow, we're back in the mid 70s, maybe some upper 70s in a few areas. The winds pick up out of the south. We do have a little bit of a system to the plains that's going to be getting closer to us. So a few high clouds out there, but definitely will be much nicer than we've had for quite a while too. As we kind of time out, you can see all the winds will begin and pick up. A few passing high clouds, but all in all, plenty of sunshine. Towards the later half of the day, you'll start seeing cloud cover to the west begin to kind of increase, but still dry throughout the evening. And overnight, this boundary is going to start kind of sitting just to our north, and it's going to sag just south, almost getting close to Rusk County, but should stay north of it. So precipitation-wise overnight, probably going to stay north of the area, a few activity, but then towards Tuesday morning, you're going to have a boundary up here, and then a system well to the south. All in all, most of the precipitation going through at least Tuesday morning is going to stay along and north of Eau Claire. All the rest of the areas will probably stay dry through at least Tuesday morning and potentially even Tuesday afternoon, because we're going to be kind of split with this one bringing some precipitation south of La Crosse, this lifting north. So all in all, this will come through Tuesday, so that opportunity is probably the best to see some light rain going through Tuesday afternoon, and maybe Tuesday night. But as you notice it's not anything significant, and it just doesn't get really organized at all too, as this boundary kind of sags south as a cold front, and we kind of remain mild. So chances are there for some precipitation, but it's not great, and rain amounts would be significant. Tuesday, more clouds, keep the temperatures down maybe a couple degrees from Monday in some areas, a little bit colder to the north because they'll have better shot for precipitation, but you know, towards the southern end, still could get up to the upper 70s because we won't have that precipitation as much. Now Wednesday overall, we still got clouds in the morning, but they'll kind of get out, and we get back up into the mid to upper 70s, so it should remain dry, but you'll see more sun, especially in the afternoon, and still mild. So that front really doesn't do much. And beyond that, look at all those 80s to the west. We have warmth that'll be coming. We'll be right on the doorstep Thursday, likely seeing it Friday and potentially even Saturday going through the weekend too. So all in all, it's going to be quite a different weekend going into Saturday and Sunday compared to what we had this weekend. As you note, those lows Saturday are kind of what our highs were almost this weekend. So kind of a flip of the switch, and precipitation chances not quite noted on the 8-day. It's better for Eau Claire North, where they're going to see some precipitation Tuesday night, far less as you go further south. So that's why it only says 20% there. Other than that, Yeah, if you like the 80s, 70s, 80s, this is gonna be your
Welcome
year.
back, summer.
Yeah, welcome back. Told you not to throw away that stuff away too much.
Yeah.
Still hanging around.
Yep.
Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the return of the green and gold. The Packers making their season debut, hosting the Lions. All highlights and reaction next.
It's an easy puzzle to solve. The one app your phone can't live without. Bringing you local news, sports, streaming video, and a lot more. The News 8 Now app. Get it today. Oh, and good job on the puzzle.
It's Plinko month at Wesco Home. Come play and unlock your discount. Up to 30% off all furniture and mattresses. Play to save on the comfort you've been dreaming of. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And tell them Peyton sent you.
We know running your own business is a point of pride. Pride in serving the community and in building something greater. And at Wisconsin Credit Union, we take pride in offering everything you need to achieve it. From business accounts, ACH services, and the latest online and mobile banking conveniences, to great rates and fast decisions on loans. Plus personal attention from loan officers who really know the local business climate. Because like you, we're proud to be a part of it.
If you have to ask why it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
For $5, get a sausage McMuffin with egg and an any size soft drink or coffee.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The era of digital advertising is upon us, and it's moving fast. As a business owner, you've probably struggled understanding what it all means. That's where we can help. Phase 3 Digital is your local digital agency that can help you understand the digital world, the products available, and how to use them. So if you have digital questions, we have answers. Call Phase 3 Digital today at 608-793-4522 or visit our website at p3da.com/lacrosse.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
It's Plinko month at Wesco Home. Come play and unlock your discount. Up to 30% off all furniture and mattresses. Play to save on the comfort you've been dreaming of. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And tell them Peyton sent you.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
The NFL season has arrived and a lot of eyes on Green Bay as the Packers with a big Week 1 game hosting the Detroit Lions. There's a lot to get to, so let's go to the highlights. To Lambeau we go. The Lions, they've won the last 3 games at Green Bay, but the Packers started off hot. First drive of the game, and the Pack facing a 3rd and 6. Love dropping back, pump fakes, and finds the rookie Matthew Golden for a big first down. A little bit later, 3rd and 9 from the 15. Love up the seam, and that's Tucker Kraft making the catch. Touchdown Green Bay. It's 7-0 after the first drive of the game. Then here comes Micah Parsons making his debut. Detroit facing a 3rd and 9. Goff dropping back, but Parsons putting the pressure on, forced a check down. Lions have to punt it away. Both teams would trade field goals, and with just under 10 to go in the half, Love gonna take a deep shot, has a man. That's Romeo Doubs coming down with it at the 17-yard line. Very next play, 1st and 10, Love going to the end zone and has Jaden Reed wide open. Another Packers score makes it 17-3. Green Bay rolling. Lions looking for an answer, trying to get some points before the half, but Goff is picked off. Evan Williams jumps the route. Parsons was in on the pressure, and the Packers lead by 14 at the break. Third quarter was quiet, but first play of the fourth, and that's Rashawn Gary in on the sack, brings Goff down at the 1-yard line. Packers would eventually take over, and on the next drive, it's Josh Jacobs taking it in, his 9th straight game with a touchdown. Packers go up 18. This game was pretty much a wrap, but with just over 4 minutes to go, Parsons on the prowl, chases Goff and brings him down for his first career sack in the green and gold. Lambeau Field was going nuts. Packers, they close it out 27-13. The final offense looked good. Defense looked dominant.
We've got off to some slow starts and put ourselves behind. So it was a big goal for us to come out here and start fast, and we did exactly that. Came out, opening drive, scored points. So It's exactly how you want to start right there.
Anytime a divisional opponent, and who in particular that's kind of had their way with us the last 3 times here at Lambeau, I was just really proud, and I think of the energy our guys brought, not only in the first half, but I thought we matched it to start the second half as well.
Just an all-around team effort. Love was fantastic. 16 of 22, 188 yards and 2 touchdowns. The defense came away with 4 sacks and a lot of QB pressures that don't show up on the stat sheet. Packers start the season 1-0, and now they'll have a quick turnaround as they host the Washington Commanders for Thursday Night Football. No Viking highlights, but that's because they're in action tomorrow for Monday Night Football in Chicago against the Bears. Should be a fun one with J.J. McCarthy making his first NFL start. And on Chicago's side, former #1 overall pick Caleb Williams in his second season with a new coaching staff. That one will kick off at 7:15 on ABC. I know football season is taken over, but the Brewers are still continuing their winning ways, going for their 89th win of the season in a sweep over the Pirates. So let's go to PNC Park. Jake Bauers has had a hot bat all weekend. Bases loaded in the first, and Bauers lines one down the line in right field. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in, and Milwaukee takes an early lead. Very next batter, Andrew Vaughn coming to the dish, and he's going to get one through to right. That brings in another run. It's a part of a 5-run first inning. Brewers rolling, now 7-1 in the third. And with 2 guys on, Bryce Terang continues to swing a hot bat. Another base hit to right, 2 runs coming to score. It's now 9-1. Mizorowski would go 7 innings, 8 strikeouts, and just 3 hits. Brewers get this sweep 10-2, the final. The Twins were looking to snap a 6-game losing skid against the Royals. Byron Buxton started off the game with his 30th homer of the year as Minnesota cruised from there 5-1, the final. At the Omni Center today, curling teams finished up the Arena National Qualifier Bonspiel. The highest placing area team was just a bunch of hacks who took home 3rd place. If you want to learn how to curl, they're having an open class next Sunday, September 14th at the Omni Center. You can visit the Lacrosse Curling Club website for more information. NFL's back.
That's a hard sport. I've been in before.
I wouldn't even know where to start with that. But NFL is back. So is fantasy football. We have our league of our own. Not to brag, I am the defending champion. Guys, it's so stressful. I'm in 3 different leagues, and I just find myself throughout the day just worrying about all these players I have no control over.
I didn't do too hot today on Pick'em or fantasy. How about you?
I've been in a bit of a heater today.
Yeah.
One of my top leagues that I care the most about winning today.
I saw, I forget the name, but I saw someone in our Pick'ems was a perfect 14 of 14 going into tonight's game. We'll double check that for tomorrow's show, but be sure to tune into the Pick'ems. If you haven't joined this week, you can still join. It's a lot of fun, and
so much
you
fun.
just got to pick teams.
Yeah, and you just got to remain calm and cool throughout all of it. This is for fun, everyone.
Yes, a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks,
all right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Hey, Dominic here, and I'm back to show you how I personally make my Bloody Marys using our Please Name Bloody Mary mix. First, you'll take a pint glass full of ice, add a spoonful of Please Name Bloody Mary mix, a couple dashes of Worcestershire sauce, a shot or 2 of vodka, and top it off with tomato juice. Want it spicier? Add more mix. Be sure to get your Please Name Bloody Mary mix and 39 other blends at the Please Name Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Cheers! Worcestershire.
Right now, you're busy taking care of the people you love. Let Window World take care of the place you live. Window World, America's exterior remodeler. Improving homes, changing lives.
Bobby, are you there? I heard all this noise, and then I was thinking you dropped the connection. But I'm a little worried. Honey, are you all right? Bobby, I hear sirens. Bobby, what's going on? Please answer me. Oh, God. Bobby, no.
Leader
Leader Summit 2025 is coming Tuesday, September 30th, and it's your chance to get fired up, think bigger, and lead bolder. Hosted by Winona Area Chamber of Commerce and powered by Windcraft by Fanatics and Xcel Energy, this full-day experience brings the heat with speakers like Matt Burke, Kenyon Salo, Lauren Sisler, and Olympian Sarah Wells. Don't just go through the motions. Grow your mindset, your network, and your leadership game. Register now or get more info at winonachamber.com and unleash the champion within.
Dahl Honda is proud to sponsor News 8 Now's Top-Notch Teacher Program. It's always a highlight of our month to recognize the top-notch teacher and thank them for all they do for our students in school. Dahl Honda values the great work all teachers do for our children and community. If you know a teacher who deserves top-notch teacher recognition, please nominate them. Thank you, teachers, for going above and beyond and providing a top-notch education.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, with Oktoberfest right around the corner, one German man tried to break a world record.
Oh, yeah. Oliver Strumpfel attempted to break the record for the most mugs of beer carried at once. This is not his first attempt at this record. Strumpfel's first go at it was in 2017, trying to beat the record that he set. His newest attempt is 33 beer mugs, which would beat his original record by 4. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to break his own record this year. But something tells us all he's likely to try again next year.
Looks like he was struggling a bit, but hey, that is impressive. I have been to that Oktoberfest, and women smaller than me are carrying like 10 in each hand. It's
incredible
impressive.
feat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got to have a lot of strength, got a lot of willpower with it. But
and shake off the anxiety too, holding that much glass.
Maybe drink a mug of it beforehand, and it'll help out with the bounce all of it. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Experience the thrill of gaming at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin. Whether you're a slots enthusiast or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Enjoy delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more memories and adventure to your visit at any one of our 6 locations. And coming soon to Beloit. More of our amazing gaming options, amenities, and outstanding service you can count on. Find your fun today at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin.
Get up to 60% off list prices on hundreds of items at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Hurry, final days, just $349 for an Ashley sofa. Get a power reclining sofa for just $6.99. A Lazy Boy recliner for just $3.99. A power sectional for just $15.99. No one sells Sealy for less. Plus, get 36-month financing with approved credit.
Up to 60% off at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. Do not miss this one.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drugged driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
Bipolar 1 can overwhelm your mind. Sometimes, depressive lows and unpredictable highs can make it hard to get out of your head. Finding relief may help you break through. Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar treats depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Proven full-spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar, breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
All right, definitely you'll need probably the jack in the morning. We will be kind of in the 40s, maybe a few 30s, but by the afternoon, it's going to feel much like the end of August, early September. Plenty of 70s And yes, we do have 80s. That rain chance comes in probably Monday night, late Monday night, Tuesday night. It's a small chance here, a little better as you go further north towards Eau Claire. But then the rest of the forecast, we got some 80s, and next week will be kind of a flip of the switch compared to this weekend.
Bring it back.
That is a wonderful forecast. That's the smallest chance of rain also. It's going to be a great week, guys.
That's right.
Thanks for joining us tonight.